Here's a tip for you. When shooting far distances, always make sure you're shooting at your target buck, or else you might end up killing a smaller buck, or even a doe. Trust me, I would know. Hey Ozark Outlaws, we're shooting deers today. I'm in the stand. We got a beautiful view of the field in front of us. Gonna be a great evening hunt. Hoping to slot Big Louie. We are hunting with the 270. Gonna be a lot of action. Stay tuned. It wasn't too long until this deer showed up. I thought it was a doe, but at closer glance, it turned out to be a little button buck. This wasn't really what I was after, so I decided to let him live another day. It wasn't too long after the button buck left that this little 6-point stepped into view. He was 20 yards from me. Very tempting, but I knew there was gargantuan monsters in these forests, so I let him walk as well. And I'm glad I did, because this is what happened next. Well, I was regretting not shooting that 6-point until that buck walked out. He's the biggest buck I've ever seen here. But he was like 300 yards from me, 350 when I first saw him. So then he ran away from me, which was nice. Because now I don't have him, I don't have the 6-point. Good times. But hopefully he'll circle around. What I'm hoping for. Not too long after Big Louie ran off, this smaller buck started running right where he was, 350 yards away, directly in front of me. It's been a really wild morning. They weren't really moving very early, which I thought they would. But I looked behind me and there was a doe, so I kept watching the doe. And she walks right under me. And then I hear some more deer. And well, it turned out that doe was a button buck. And then a little 6-point came down the edge of the field. And he's still out there. Watched him for the past 30 minutes. And he walked right under me too, and I was kicking myself for not shooting him, and then Big Louie showed up, okay? And he's on the other side of the fence, straight east of me, which is about 250 yards away. And he went down a low spot, and I didn't see him again for about 15 minutes. And then I'm watching the 6-point. I see something running from the right of the field, and it's this black dog. I'm like, oh boy, this is good. He's gonna scare that buck right to me. Well, that doesn't happen. He goes out of sight. Probably about 10 minutes later, that big buck, he runs east of me, out of sight. So I think he's chasing a doe. If that's the case, I better be ready, because he may circle back. So, but I mean, that was a big deer. It was probably like that. It was a good one. for the evening hunt, and I've got the secret weapon with us today. We got the doe and rut, and we got a drag. Okay, we're gonna put some of the doe pee on the drag it out on the ground to my stand. It's worked before, hopefully it'll work again. Okay, we're gonna start right here. So we got our drag, we got our doe pee. We're gonna just soak this drag in doe pee. Oh yeah. Oh, that smells like doe pee. After I soaked the drag in doe pee, I drug it out to my stand just like this. We're back in the tree stand. I drug the drag all the way from the edge of the woods over there to me. I hung it up right on the ladder so that way the breeze can pick up the scent and carry it where the wind's blowing right now. It's blowing kind of out of the southeast. So we got a southeast wind. Which might be good. That's where the big deer were going, so it ought to be a good hunt. I'm excited. We've got two does way over there. Hopefully that big buck will follow them, but I don't really think it will. It's good that they're moving this early. A few minutes before legal shooting light was over, this big bruiser stepped out. And he just stood there, taunting me. But I wasn't going to shoot that far because I didn't really know how far my gun could shoot. As the day drew to an end, I knew I had to do something to try to get him to come closer, so I thought I'd snort wheeze. And then a pesky woodpecker showed up and ruined the peace and silence of the evening. But wait, what is that? It's another buck. That's the 6-point I've been watching. He was coming directly at me, but I was running out of time. He got behind some tall grass over there, and I lost him. It was over for tonight. So I picked up my losses, and I started bright and early the next day. I had told myself that if I see that buck over there again, I was going to shoot him, no matter how far he was. And then I saw him. It was around 400 yards away to where this buck was chasing does, and the tree branches in the way made it hard for the camera to focus. At first I thought I missed, but then he staggered a little bit and fell over.
It was so far away.
How far?
3/4 of a mile, maybe.
It's impossible. How long from the time the bullet struck until you heard the report of the rifle?
2, maybe 3 seconds.
I hit him right where I was aiming, in both lungs. He didn't go 20. He's down. We got him. Gus, I'm sorry. That deer was probably going to go straight to you. But I sniped him. Those deer are so lost over there. They don't know what to do. They're wondering why their buddy just fell over. Now, 400 yards is a long ways away. And I assumed, since I'd seen the big bucks over there, and he had antlers, and he was chasing does, I figured he was a big buck. Well, upon further investigation, turned out I had shot the wrong buck. Well, Ozark Outlaws, we got it done. Bagged ourselves a good old 5-point. He's gonna eat good on the table. 400-yard shot, can't complain. He's a good deer. Well, until next time, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. For more outlaw content, be sure to like and subscribe.